The secret to this problem of school shootings is to secure the entrance and exits better with metal detectors and, of course, more armed guards. Now, regardless of how it looks like we're militarizing the schools, that's nothing compared to the left and the rights that they're trying to take away. Do you see what I'm saying? So, who cares if the schools will look militarized? What do you care? You're all about big government, am I right? So, why do they have a problem with that? It's because it's the agenda that has literally been subconsciously hacked into the minds of the young to tell them that guns are bad and take the guns. Who wants the guns? The people who want power. Because they don't have all the power if the people have guns. Does that make sense? It's power. Guns are powerful, okay? If you have ARs, that's even more powerful. The government who wants power, or the Freemasons, or, it sounds a little conspiracy theory, but it's true. The people who want the power cannot have people having power. Does that make sense? You have to take the power away. And how do you take the power away? Well, let's see. You pick and choose what media stories you want covered and published, and you discard the ones you don't. Kind of like whenever the guy killed the gunman with the AR-15, you don't even know his name. Nobody's even heard of the guy because the news won't play it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's part of the agenda that comes from higher up, and higher up above those people, and even higher up above those people. Okay, and the people at the very top, they want power. They have all the money, but they don't have all the power. Now, slowly but surely, you have to take slow steps in taking your power, and this is part of the steps. You get young kids on board, it starts trending on social media. Kids will like anything you tell them that other cool kids like. If other cool kids like gun control, then guess what? Kids without an opinion yet will form an opinion on gun control that they don't want guns because the other cool kids that are trending on social media, you know, intentionally and purposefully by the up tops, okay, they have influenced the young kids to want to mimic and adopt their same views. Okay, so now it's even, you can see it here. You know, these teens want to take away the guns because they don't realize that once you take away the guns, the government will start turning on you. Okay, it'll be a slow turn. Okay, but it will eventually happen, and that is the course and path that will take place if you start at the bottom, or you start very small steps. You know what I mean? Oh, well, right now the step is, well, let's talk about gun control. Well, let's talk about what to do to control these guns. Okay, that's the first step. Second step is going to be some legislation. Okay, and like I said, it takes time. It takes plenty of time. How long has it been since Columbine? It's been a long time, but guess what? It's slowly happening, isn't it? It's slowly happening. Whenever Columbine first started, nobody was even thinking about taking the guns away or anything like that. No way. But it slowly started happening again and again. And you know what? We'll just put more um, subconscious things into the kids to make them want to shoot up the school. Okay, we'll make violent video games, Grand Theft Auto. Okay, now this is all relative when it comes to the subconscious mind of a young adult, them playing these video games. Their brains aren't even fully developed. Okay, the subconscious is so powerful beyond what human beings even know. Okay, they're doing studies on the subconscious, and guess what? The people up top, they know all about the subconscious. Why do you think you see Illuminati symbols pop up out of nowhere? Why do you think you see one eye showing on a lot of advertisements? One eye emphasized. This is all just subconscious shit. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it because it's like an hour thing after that. Okay, so back to the point. These kids are doing what they think is cool and what they think is trending, or what they know to be trending, so they want to adopt what other people must think is right, their peers. Oh, well, we want gun control, and guns are bad, and you better not, and don't, and just take them all away, and that'll stop all the shootings. Yeah, if you take all the guns, yeah, nobody will get one, and nobody will shoot up the school. No way. Nuh-uh. If you ban guns for everybody, police officers and their homes, and state troopers, and yeah, all those people, all those adults, and those yeah, they're not allowed to have guns. No, because some crazy kids, sometimes they get ARs, and they probably see some violent movies or play on video games, and they see other kids shooting up school, so they think, hey, this will be a way to leave my legacy. Yeah, I'll do that again. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, you cannot take the guns from the people. If you do, it's just a collision course for a dictatorship. Okay? America can change. American can change to a less free country, and it'll happen slowly and slowly. And guess who will allow it? The kids of today, because the kids of today are going to grow up to be the adults of tomorrow, and the agenda gets passed on. And not only does it get passed on, but it multiplies in extreme. It multiplies in extremities. Do you see what I'm saying? It doubles every generation. Think about it. Now you've got Modern Family. You couldn't put a show like Modern Family, this is just an example, uh, say back in the 70s. It would get no play. It would be shunned. It would be disgusting. It would be criticized to the most. It would never happen. There's some little gay kid in the revamped version of Roseanne. Can you imagine that back in the 70s, 60s, 50s? Some little boy they're portraying as some kind of sexual uh, creature already. He's a little boy, but they want to sexualize him when it comes to what he's interested in sexually, or what path he wants to go down sexually. This is like such agenda bullshit that comes from the very top, and it's all anti-biblical, and people want to say the Bible's not true, yet there's all this anti-biblical stuff having direct correlation with direct rebellion to the Bible. It's like, it's the most, whatever. Anyway, I don't want to digress too much, but just to get back to it, you need to secure the entrance and exits to the schools. I don't know this Parkland shooter or whatever, how he had got his ARs into the school. Well, that's because it's probably really easy to walk into that school, don't you think? It's probably really easy. So if you could just vamp up, okay, the entrance and exit points of all the entrance and exit points of the school, that would probably really help, okay? You double up on the guards, armed guards, okay? You give seminars in training and stuff like that, of course, all right? And you make it a huge deal if anybody's coming or leaving the school, okay? It has to be like that, you know? Otherwise, what? I mean, and that's just school, you know. Then you want to start talking about, well, what about if the shooter starts shooting up crowds of people at the mall? Then what are you going to do? Seal up all the exits there? No, I don't know. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do against a crazy person? What are you supposed to do against crazy people who want to hurt other people? I don't know. Maybe you want to defend yourself in case that ever happens. Well, shit. How are you going to defend yourself? What's the best way to defend yourself against somebody with a gun? Maybe you should have a gun. Do you see what I'm saying? Remember back in the old West days when you would see a cowboy movie and everybody's walking around with a pistol on their hip? Yeah. You know why? because it's fucking crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out there, and you need to defend yourself. So, these kids, unfortunately, are going to be the legislators and lawmakers of tomorrow. And they're just totally mentally hacked because the people up top with the agenda that want to disarm the people know what to make trending. They know what videos to give views to. It's all at the top. And if you think that there's no such thing as a conspiracy and there's no such thing as people wanting power, and then you're just a fool, okay? Because there are people higher up who are all about power and control, okay? And the people who are all about power and control, they work toward their goals in more power and control. If you're a basketball player and you want to make the NBA, you're constantly focusing on your dribbling, your shooting, etc. Okay? If you are a mechanic, you are constantly trying to learn about cars, new engines, how to fix that. That's your field. Well, guess what? There are people in the world that is what they're all about. Power and control. So they are constantly trying to work toward their goals, just like anybody else with their goals that they try to work towards. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is part of it, and you have to recognize that. Well, hey, wait a second. I'm a tax-paying citizen. These people are trying to take my guns. They must have an agenda I don't know about. Wait a second. No, you have the Second Amendment was made so that way you could protect yourself from not only people but the government. And that was what was the most important, because we had already been dealing with tyrannical governments, say in Europe, other dictators in history's past. So whenever they made America with America values, and you're free and you have the right to bear arms and you have the right to free speech, that's because it wasn't like that anywhere else. And that's the way it should be. And human beings, being human beings, created on this earth, they knew what rights were right and what you should be able to do as a human being and what you should be able to be afforded when it comes to rights. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why America was created. And having a gun, even though it's unfortunate that people are losing their lives because of stupid kids being mentally hacked or, whatever with guns, that's it's unfortunate, but it doesn't justify taking the guns away from all the people, okay? and it's the implications are too much compared to what you're saving. Do you see what I'm saying? It's too much implications and too much if you take away the guns from millions and millions of people compared to the small percentage of people who are affected by mass shootings. Do you see what I'm saying? Even though mass shootings is terrible, the ratio compared to the amount of people in the United States is nothing. It's not even 1%, probably not even 0.1% of the people affected by mass shootings. It just doesn't add up. Do you see what I'm saying? So whenever you do ratios and mathematics like that, well, okay, so it's this many people in the United States and this many people are affected by, people getting shot, then, well, we need to fix not taking away the guns, but we need to fix, say, protecting the schools, okay? And obviously, like I said, entry and exit points are most critical, most valuable to protect. Metal detectors, I know it's militarizing the school and it seems like that, but what the hell would they care? They love big government, obviously. Do you see what I'm saying? They're liberals. So, I mean, that's my piece. I hope I hope you're patient enough to listen, because I think I made some good points. Please like and subscribe or leave a comment and let me know.